Hello, welcome back. Today, Emma and Alex are talking about something many English learners feel every day, but rarely talk about openly. We are talking about the fear of making mistakes while speaking English.
I think this fear is much more common than people admit.
Much more common. And the interesting part is, most learners don't say, I'm afraid. They say things like, I need more practice, or I'm not ready yet.
Yes, not ready yet sounds reasonable.
It does. But very often it hides fear.
Fear of sounding wrong.
Fear of saying something silly. Fear of being corrected. Fear of that small silence after a mistake.
That silence feels very loud.
Especially when you are speaking a foreign language.
Why do mistakes feel heavier in English than in our native language?
Because in our native language, mistakes don't touch who we are. But in English, they feel personal.
Like people are judging you, not the sentence.
Exactly. You feel exposed.
I remember freezing in the middle of a sentence many times.
Me too. You start confidently, then you hear your own mistake, and suddenly your mind goes blank.
And instead of fixing it, you stop.
You retreat.
That retreat becomes a habit.
Yes, at first it's one moment. Then it becomes a pattern.
Many learners describe themselves as quiet.
But they are not quiet. They are careful.
Careful not to be wrong.
Careful not to be seen struggling.
Why does this fear grow over time?
Because the more you know, the more you expect from yourself.
Beginners often speak freely,
They don't know enough to be afraid.
but intermediate learners,
They know enough to judge themselves.
that's the hardest stage.
You understand a lot. You hear every mistake clearly.
So the inner voice gets louder,
It says, you should know this. Why did you say it like that?
and that voice interrupts the conversation.
You stop listening. You start monitoring yourself.
Monitoring kills flow.
Always.
Fear doesn't come from lack of knowledge.
It comes from pressure.
Pressure to sound correct,
Pressure to sound fluent. Pressure to sound confident.
and that pressure causes more mistakes.
Your brain tightens. Your memory slows down.
Words you know disappear,
And then you think, see, I'm not ready.
which feeds the fear again.
Yes, it becomes a loop.
Why do we remember our mistakes so clearly?
Because mistakes carry emotion, embarrassment, shame, discomfort.
The brain remembers emotion more than success.
That's why one awkward moment can silence someone for months.
I've felt that.
Me too. I avoided speaking not because I didn't know English, but because I didn't want to feel that moment again.
That moment when you wish you could disappear.
Exactly.
But usually, other people don't care as much as we think.
They are busy thinking about themselves.
Still, fear feels real.
Very real. Ignoring it doesn't help.
So what helps?
First, naming it. Saying, I'm afraid of making mistakes.
Not I'm bad at English.
That difference matters.
Because fear can be worked with.
Shame keeps you silent.
Fear also affects the body.
Yes. When fear appears, the brain switches to protection mode.
Protection from embarrassment.
Protection from judgment.
So the brain stops focusing on meaning.
It focuses on control.
But conversation has no control.
Conversation is alive. It moves. It doesn't wait.
Fear wants time.
Conversation wants flow.
So when fear enters, silence appears.
Silence feels safe for a moment.
Then regret appears.
That quiet regret. I could have said that.
That regret stays longer than the mistake ever would.
Much longer.
Many learners fear regret more than mistakes.
Because regret confirms the fear.
It says, you missed another chance.
And chances feel limited.
But they are not.
Opportunities to speak are everywhere. They are just small.
Small moments.
A short answer. A reaction. A simple comment.
Not long speeches.
Language doesn't grow in speeches. It grows in fragments.
But learners wait until they can speak perfectly.
Instead of speaking imperfectly for 10 seconds,
Those 10 seconds matter more.
they change the brain.
Schools taught learners to avoid mistakes.
Mistakes meant failure.
So silence became a skill.
A survival skill.
But silence hides ability.
Many silent learners know a lot.
And when others assume they don't,
That hurts.
which feeds fear again.
Yes.
Comparison also feeds fear.
Listening to others who seem fluent.
We compare our inside to their outside,
We hear our doubts. We hear only their voice,
not their past.
not their fear,
So we think we are behind.
even when we are not.
When learners stop comparing, something changes.
They start noticing small progress,
Speaking a little faster.
hesitating less.
Recovering after a mistake.
Recovery is real fluency.
Fluent speakers don't avoid mistakes.
They continue,
That skill comes from experience.
not study.
You can't study courage.
You practice it,
Slowly.
imperfectly.
With small discomfort,
Controlled discomfort.
not pressure.
Pressure shuts everything down.
So maybe the goal is not speak better.
But speak anyway,
That removes judgment.
and allows movement.
Fear stays when there is no movement.
But once you move, fear has less space.
Many learners wait for a sign they are ready.
But readiness comes after speaking.
Never before.
Waiting keeps you stuck.
If someone is listening right now and feels this fear deeply,
I want them to hear this. Fear doesn't mean you are bad at English. It means you care.
but caring too much becomes a cage,
And the key is to loosen it gently,
not by forcing confidence.
by allowing mistakes.
One day, something quiet happens.
You speak. You make a mistake. And nothing bad happens.
That moment changes everything.
The brain learns safety.
And safety allows language.
Yes,
I think this is a good place to slow down.
not to stop suddenly, but to land softly.
This conversation isn't about fixing yourself
It's about understanding fear.
and not letting it decide.
You don't need to be fearless.
You just need to speak while fear is there.
And let time do its work.
Time always does.
Always.